Hi guys, we're now going to be doing yet again another proof. So if you think you're kind of getting the hang of doing these proofs, I recommend that maybe you try example 19 and 20 on your own and then fast forward to the end and see if you get it right. Now, these are not the only ways to do the proof, so if you do the proof and you look at mine and you're like, Miss Long, what are you talking about? My proof looks nothing like your proof. Well, just raise your hand and ask to see if it is right, and I will check it, okay? So don't stress out. Okay, so let's get going. So again, we're trying to prove that these two triangles are congruent. Here's example 19. These are the ones that we just did, so we're ignoring these for now. Okay, so example 19. Sorry, guys. I need to get my life together. Okay, so again, we are given that B to the E is congruent to E to the D. So I'm going to mark that in my picture. So BE is congruent to ED. Okay. It also tells me that angle B and D are right angles. So I know that my picture, it does not look like angle B looks like a right angle, but angle D definitely does not, okay? But does my picture say anywhere that is drawn to scale? No. So if that's like really bothering you, you can like redraw the picture so that is a right angle. I obviously did not do a good job of doing that, but it's okay because I did not say drawn to scale. So, you know, I've kind of saved my back a little bit. So since it doesn't say drawn to scale, you can't assume anything about the picture. So watch yourself. Okay, well, let's get going, you guys. So, like normal, we write the given first. So I know that BE is congruent to ED, and, so I'm going to put a slash, angle B and angle D are right angles. Okay, and this is because it was given to me. Oh no, and I just realized, don't forget to write your statements and your reasons, you guys. Good golly, Miss Long, what's wrong with you? Okay, so again, it's really good if you can grab something from a previous statement or the given, which do you guys spot anything in the given that might be helpful to add one more line to my proof? Well, I see the key phrase, right angles. Okay, these are right angle marks. Those are not congruent marks. Okay, so what does it mean to be a right angle? Well, if it's a right angle, each of these are 90 degrees, which then means that they are congruent. So if you look in that nifty note sheet I gave you, there's it's not really a definition, postulate, or theorem. It's kind of a theorem, but it doesn't have a name. But it says all right angles are congruent. So if you have right angles, you are allowed to say that they are congruent. And it doesn't have a special name. You just say all right angles are congruent. So I'm going to say angle B is congruent to angle D because all right angles are congruent. All right angles are congruent. Okay. So I now know that these two are congruent. So just know that these two are congruent. All right, as well, there's nothing else in my picture, there's nothing else in my proof that I can currently use to say any other sides or angles are congruent, which is a problem because I need a total of 3 items to show these triangles are congruent. So this is when we use one of those tricks up your sleeves to see if you can show that other angles or sides are congruent. So let's see here. Do you guys see any reflexive properties, any shared side or angles? Do you see vertical angles, or do you see the third angle theorem? Oh man, do you guys see it? I totally see it. Do you guys see the X? Whoa! Do you guys see the X? All right, so if you spot the X, you have found some vertical angles. So guess what? Angle AEB and angle CED are vertical angles. So I'm just going to declare that they're vertical angles first. Okay, so I'm going to say angle AEB and angle CED are vertical angles. I'm out of space. Sorry, guys. Are vertical angles. And I know they're vertical angles because vertical angles occur when two lines intersect and they're right across from each other. So, this is what it means to be a vertical angle, which means this would be the definition of a vertical angle. So, definition of vertical angles. Sorry, guys. I'm running out of space, but it's okay. All right, and now that we know those are vertical angles, what do we know about vertical angles? Holy hot dog, you guys, you're correct. They are congruent. So I can mark in this angle being congruent to this angle. I could say angle AEB. Oh, no. Sorry, guys, I like to be consistent. Ah! All right, angle AEB is congruent to angle CED. And the reason why I know that is because vertical angles are congruent by the vertical angle theorem. So vertical angle theorem. Yay. Okay, guys, so now I have 3 items that are marked in my picture as congruent. So that means I can probably now show that triangles are congruent. But before we get carried away, let's just double check to make sure that this is the case. Okay, so again, you start from the most outer marking, so I can start from this angle or this angle. Doesn't matter. So I see an angle, then a side, then an angle. Whoa, angle, side, angle. So this triangle is marked with the ASA markings. Let's see about this one. I see an angle. The next thing I see marked congruent is a side. Then the next thing I see marked congruent is an angle. So this one is also marked with the ASA markings. Whoa! My 2 triangles are now congruent by ASA. Yay! So I can say triangle ABE, which they already gave me the proof, so I don't have to like double check to make sure I wrote it in the right order because they already gave it to me. So triangle ABE is congruent to triangle CDE because of the angle side angle postulate. Yay! And oh my gosh, you guys, I just realized I didn't put a happy face at the end of my previous proof. What is wrong with me? I love proofs. I must have been so excited that I got distracted. So that means I have to go like overkill right now with happy faces. I'm going to put so many happy faces that you have to be happy because it's like contagious. Yay! Oh man. Okay, now we're super happy. And I'm also going to draw a cat because that was unacceptable in a song. What is your problem? Get it together. Get your life together. Okay, so we love proofs and we're happy. We're super happy. So nice job, you guys. That is our second to last proof according to the angle, side, angle, 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 side, angle, side, and side, side, side postulates. So get excited. We got one more that pertains to one of those postulates to prove triangles are congruent. So let's get going on example 20.